The students who shall be speaking at the graduation ceremony were selected based on their leadership position, which they attained through neutral criteria to deliver messages of the students' own choices. The content of and any views expressed during each student speaker's message is solely and entirely the private expression of the individual student and does not reflect the endorsement, sponsorship, position, or expression of the district.
Hello, I'm John Kraft. As your Superintendent of Schools, I want to personally welcome you to the 2025 Northside Independent School District graduation ceremonies. This year, more than 7,600 students graduate from our high schools. It is a momentous occasion for them, but also for their families, friends, teachers, and administrators. The graduates did not reach this day alone. As each senior crosses the stage and receives his or her diploma, I know you'll watch with great pride. Through the years, they have relied on the encouragement, love, and support from everyone in their lives. I'm so proud of all of our graduates. On behalf of the Northside Independent School District family, we wish them good luck as they begin the next chapter in their lives. We also congratulate them on their achievements. I hope you all enjoy this special day.
Good afternoon. At this time, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Marshall and LMS JRRTC and the national anthem by the senior members of the Marshall Choir. Presenting the colors are Commander Master Chief Jeanette Pacheco, Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Thea Dang, Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Joseph Campbell, and Cadet Chief Petty Officer Marcus Orozco.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good afternoon. Today, joining us on stage, we have Superintendent of Schools, Dr. John Kraft, Deputy Superintendent for Curriculum Instruction, Dr. Janice Jordan, Board President, Dr. Carla Duran, Board Vice President, Dr. Sonia Hasso, Board Secretary, David Salcido, Trustee Bobby Blunt, Trustee Dr. Carol Harrell, and Trustee Karen Freeman. Now, please welcome to the podium my good friend, Elliot Copeland, the John Marshall Class of 2025 Salutatorian.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Ryan, for that kind introduction. I'd like to begin by thanking all of our families and friends who are with us today who helped us get to this point. I'd also like to thank my mom and my dad who shaped who I am today. And I think I got the best parts of both of them. Thank you to the rest of my family who always support me, and a thank you to every teacher, staff member, and student in the Marshall community. Yes, even Mr. Copeland. Your presences have undoubtedly affected and benefited me today and helped me get to this point. But I'd also like to step back and recognize how exceptional it is in the grand scheme of human history that we've received this free, high-quality public education. This idea of an education for all is still in its infancy and its actual delivery as well. Yet, as we move forward, it's more important than ever that we support the schools that have brought us to this point today because a more educated community improves all of our lives. When the ceremony wraps up and we leave to celebrate our achievement, I'd like to remind all of you that our futures are tied up together. We don't live in vacuums, but in communities like ours at Marshall. And I implore you to keep this experiment of education for all alive and pass this gift we received to our future generations by supporting our public schools. Congratulations to my fellow graduates on our accomplishment, and thank you, Rams. And now, please welcome to the podium Richard Halley, the principal of John Marshall High School.
Dr. Kraft and members of the Northside Board of Trustees, it is with great pride that we recognize the following 4 scholars who represent the ideals of academic excellence to receive their district awards of the highest achievement. Presenting the district award to the Marshall Salutatorian, Elliot Copeland, is Trustee Dr. Sonia Hasso. Elliot is graduating with a grade point average of 103.125 and will be attending the University of Texas in Austin, where he will be pursuing a government degree. Would Elliot's parents, Ms. Tanya Copeland and Mr. Josh Copeland, please stand? Presenting the district award to the Marshall Valedictorian, Otilia Giorgi, is Trustee Dr. Carla Duran. Otilia is graduating with a grade point average of 103.724 and will be attending the University of Texas at Austin, where she will be studying finance. Would Otilia's parents, Mrs. Leah Cernak and Mr. Adrian Giorgi, please stand up? At this time, please welcome to the podium Ms. Otilia Giorgi, Valedictorian of Marshall High School.
Good afternoon to the graduates, who are all here supported by wonderful faculty, family, and friends. None of us got here alone, so thank you to those who do what often goes unrecognized, but is foundational to what is being celebrated here today. Mom and Dad, I love you so much. Every one of my accomplishments reflects your sacrifice. And relatives, pardon my pronunciation, but I must. Mulțumesc, Domnul meu, și bunicul te iubesc. Now, I'll admit, it's a little daunting to be up here, not just because I had to follow Elliot's amazing speech, but because of the pressure leading up to this moment, our big day. My parents asked me how I felt about graduating and giving a speech. I said, it's just another day. Now, I wasn't trying to be cool or nonchalant. I was actually making fun of my dad. On his birthday or other holidays, he says, it's just another day. Now, I used to find that response hilarious, but over time, I found it strangely inspirational. Because today, fellow graduates, we're going to hear a lot about how this is our new start, our big break, about how today enters us into the real world. And that one makes me think, why is today the one that enters us into the real world? Sure, graduating is a huge milestone, but what wasn't real about all of the days we had before? The days we stressed, the people we met, the choices we made. It all felt pretty real to me. So they say that we're in the real world now, and yes, I'm taking this expression very literally, but truly, today is just another day. And I don't say that to make this moment feel smaller, I say it to make every other day feel bigger. Because what makes today special isn't just a ceremony, but it's the days that got us here. and every day ahead can bring opportunity and change, whether you expect it or not. And even if those days aren't defined by a big moment such as a graduation. And so, like LeBron James's career, we're not finished yet. There's still more to learn, more to give, and more to become. So don't wait for the big moment to realize what matters to you. Start now. Congrats, class of 2025, and have fun in the real world. Now please welcome to the podium Margaret Bray, Principal of Law and Medical Services Magnet School.
Presenting the District Award to LMS Salutatorian Ryan Almanza is Trustee Dr. Carol Harrell. Ryan is graduating with a grade point average of 101.576 and will be attending the University of Texas at Austin Red McCombs School of Business, where he will be studying business administration and government. Would Ryan's parents, Dr. Jennifer Gonzalez and Mr. Noah Almanza, please stand? Presenting the District Award to LMS Valedictorian Elizabeth Cleveland is Trustee David Salcido. Elizabeth is graduating with a grade point average of 101.810 and will be attending Juniata College, where she will be studying finance and biology. Would Elizabeth's parents, Dr. Susan Cleveland and Mr. James Cleveland, please stand? At this time, please welcome to the podium Elizabeth Cleveland, Valedictorian of the Marshall Law and Medical Services Magnet School.
Good afternoon, students, staff, friends, and family, and welcome to the 2025 LMS and Marshall graduation. I'm Elizabeth Cleveland, this year's valedictorian of LMS. As I stand here today, I first want to thank the 3 people who have supported me no matter the obstacle: Mom, Dad, and Ben. I cannot begin to express the gratitude that I hold for each of you. I truly wouldn't be in the place I am without the encouragement, wit, and laughter that you 3 have given me, no matter the situation. You have taught me that home isn't just a place. It's the people that you run to in your times of not just triumph, but disappointment as well. While I tried my hardest to avoid a cheesy graduation speech, I found that it was nearly impossible, so I decided to just run with it. The lesson that I want to provide with you all today is something that my mom has always taught me, which is this: you take yourself everywhere you go, so make sure to enjoy the company that you provide. People will come into your life and people will go out, but the one person that never leaves is yourself. So why not love that? You see everything from the successes you achieve to the failures that force you to get back up and try again. And in all of these moments, you have continued to show yourself the strength that is provided from within. So make inside jokes with yourself and laugh at them even though people might stare. Go on adventures with just yourself and find comfort in the fact that you are the person guiding your own path. A path that I know is going to be filled with achievement, happiness, and ambition, all built upon a foundation of self-love. Congratulations, class of 2025, and I wish you luck in all of your future endeavors. Please welcome to the podium Mr. Richard Halley.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a truly special occasion as I look out at all of our graduates here And the first thing that comes to mind is that this group right here has earned $11 million in scholarships for their next adventure. Class of 2025 is with a heartfelt congratulations that I wish you the best of luck as you move into your next chapter. I'm sure it feels just like yesterday when you entered the halls at Marshall High School and thought to yourself, am I going to make it or not? And now as you sit here before all your friends and families and all the teachers that helped you get here, now you can rest assured that you did. As your principal, watching you grow and flourish over the past years has given me a tremendous amount of pride. Life, as you've begun to realize, is a journey filled with twists and curves all along the way. But I urge you to remember the resilience you cultivated here in the years that you've made to this graduation. Remember the problem-solving skills that you've honed, the critical thinking skills that you've developed, perfected along the way, and most importantly, the empathy that you've extended to each other by being kind. These are the true foundations upon which you build your futures. As you step out into the world, whether it's to college, vocational, career, or into the workforce, carry with you the values that define Marshall High School: integrity, perseverance, a deep commitment to making a positive difference. Be curious, be courageous, and be kind. Embrace new experiences, learn from every interaction, and never stop striving for personal growth. To our dedicated parents and guardians, thank you for your unwavering support, your sacrifices, and for entrusting us as partners with your child's education and safety. And to the class of 2025, thank you for your energy, your enthusiasm, and for leaving an incredible mark on Marshall High School. Congratulations. Now please welcome to the podium Margaret Bray, Principal of Marshall Law and Medical Services, Magnet School.
Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and especially the amazing graduating classes of Marshall High School and the Marshall Law and Medical Services Magnet School. It's truly an honor to be here with you today. This is a moment to celebrate all the hard work, focus, and sheer determination that has brought each and every one of you to this point. You have shown incredible commitment throughout your time here. Today isn't just about finishing this chapter. It's the exciting start of a brand new one. You're leaving here with valuable knowledge and skills ready to shape our society in positive ways. As you move forward, please keep those core values of doing what's right, showing compassion, and serving others close to your heart. Go out there. Keep striving for excellence. Embrace new ideas and different viewpoints, and always look for chances to make a positive impact on the lives around you. Congratulations, class of 2025. The future is wide open, and I have no doubt you're all going to do amazing things.
Dr. Kraft, you've heard the accomplishments of this class. I am pleased to recommend to you the students among the class of 2025 who have met the graduation requirements of the Northside Independent School District and the Texas Education Agency as graduates of John Marshall High School and Marshall Law and Medical Services Magnet School.
Thank you, Mr. Halley and Ms. Bray. Good afternoon, and welcome to this exciting event which recognizes and honors the culmination of hard work and determination and the achievements of the graduates standing before us. To the members of our audience, we thank you for your contributions that you have made to the success of these graduates, as we know a quality education simply cannot happen without the partnership between the student, the family, and the school. Graduates, I know your parents, grandparents, friends, teachers, and loved ones in this building have not only supported you, but have made such a tremendous impact on your education, which you will forever cherish. Graduates, we hope that your experience in the Northside Independent School District has been positive and you deserve to enjoy this important milestone and sacred ceremony with all those here to celebrate with you. With that, on the recommendations of the administration and staff of the John Marshall High School and the Marshall Law and Medical Services Magnet School, and by the authority and power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Northside Independent School District and the state of Texas, I hereby confer upon these candidates who have met all graduation requirements the Northside Independent School District High School Diploma and hereby declare them graduates class of 2025. We wish all of our graduates the very best. Congratulations. Please come forward to accept your awards and diplomas.
Receiving the 2025-2026 BBA Dean Scholarship from the University of Texas at Austin, Otilia Gheorghe. Attending the University of Texas at Austin, Elliot Judd Copeland. Attending the University of Texas at Austin, Mia Isabel Ortega. Receiving the San Antonio Pickleball Association Scholarship from the San Antonio Pickleball Association, Aubrey Faith Riojas. Attending Northwest Vista College, Lola Claire Suffrage. Attending St. Philip's College, Caitlin Rose Rogers. Attending Northwest Vista College, Brianna Star Nations. Receiving the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, John Kerr Helgeson. Receiving the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Hannah Margie Glover. Receiving the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Carmen Marie Daly. Receiving the Kinter Scholarship from Juniata College, Elizabeth Ann Cleveland. Receiving the Northside ISD Board of Trustees Future Teacher Scholarship from Northside Independent School District, Ryan Brady Almanza. Attending New Mexico Military Institute, Carl Anthony de la Cruz. Attending the University of Texas at Austin, Divina Amaris Padron. Receiving the LMS Scholarship from Marshall Law and Medical Services Magnet School, Kaylin Marie Yeoman. Receiving the 2025 Terry Scholarship from the University of North Texas, Abigail Jewel Nunenfelt. Attending the University of the Incarnate Word, Mackenzie Rose Peterson. Receiving the Valero Alamo Bowl Student Athlete Scholarship from the Valero Alamo Bowl, Emily Alexis Christ. Receiving the UTSA Selective Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Robert Ethan Kalunga. Receiving the Baylor Distinction Award from Baylor University, Jasmine Alexandra Garza. Bethlehem Mogos Abadi. Carlos Javier Acevedo. Rada Idris Adam. Elena Vidal Aguirre. Saheba Ahang. Mohammed Shafaq Ahmadi. Ribran Ahmed Ahaf. Suleiman Al-Kalaki. Roslyn Alex. Asante Hassan Allison. Jose Matthew Almendarez IV. Jaden Gino Alvarez. Charles Robert Anaya. Jalen Ray Anderson Howerton. Joanna Andrade. Leanna Julianne Andrade. Brian Andrade de la Rosa. Layla Ray Arcos. Christian Noel Arellano. Julian David Arlota. Jacqueline Milena Arredondo. Yoriel Alexander Arredondo Barra. Seth Alexander Artiaga. Bailey Rose Austin. Johanna Natalie Avila Cortez. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from Western New England University, Aliyah G. Aslan. Paula Isabel Francisco Baba. Mateo Luis Vadillo. Omar Khan Baduri. Jaden Lee Baird. Anthony Giuseppe Balderas. Nathaniel Christopher Bale. Lana Mohammed Bana. Landon Aaron Barnett. Kalani Vantis Barrera. Kaylee D'Angelo Barrera. Said Mohammed Barrow. Andrea de Los Angeles Becerril. Manuel Hassan Beltran IV. Mia Brooke Beltran. Maya Megumi Serdovana Berdea. Caleb Ethan Berlanga. Robert Bermudez III. Ciara Danielle Bessett. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Blake Michael Belinsky. Alexis Lucille Blackwell. Emmanuel Bocanegra II. Lavon Jeray Brown. Isairis Birch. Sophia Grace Berciaga. Andrew Ryan Cabrera. Ariana Camacho. Max Achilles Canche. Nathaniel Dale Kalani Kiki Kanda. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Chloe Isabella Canizales. Juanita Jocelyn Cantu. Sadie Ann Carrasco. Brianna Olivia Carrejo. Ana Sofia Carreno. Isaiah Keith Carter. Reese Matthew James Cáceres. Receiving the Dean's Scholarship from Keuka College, Alessandra Jo Castañeda. Reed Carson Castellanos. Madison Michelle Castillo. Scarlett Marilina Castillo. Lauren April Castro. Rudy Javier Castro III. Jaime Javier Cáceres Jr. Roy Anthony Cervantes Ariola. Lisbeth Guadalupe Cervantes Garcia. Emily Cecilia Chavez. Layla Angel Chavez. Justin Chung. Elizabeth Lee Shaquin. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jacob Andrew Chrisman. Matthew Elijah Klossner. Jasmine Renee Collins. Isabella Carolina Colon. Esmeralda Yvette Kalunga. Ethan Michael Condren. Eliseo Contreras IV. Andrew Robert Cope. Elizabeth Megampon Costello. Wasim Dali. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Moses Kenneth Darby. Pedro Francisco de Luna II. Janet del Villar Murillo. Samuel Del Angel. Annabel Diaz Cruz. Receiving the Texas State Merit Scholarship from the Texas State University, Addison Marie Dixon. Vincent Cortez Dominguez II. Cassidy June Dubiansky. Patrick Sebastian Duron. Sarah Priscilla Eichelberger. Receiving the Door of Opportunity Scholarship from the George Snow Opportunity Scholarship, Zainab El Mahmoudi. Annabelle Raylin Ellis. Receiving the Regent Naval ROTC Preparatory Program Scholarship from Regent University, Mia Camilla Escalante Sanchez. Joseph Gilbert Garcia Espinoza, Jr. Sydney Joy Ewing. Aaliyah Nicole Etzel. Abigail Cecilia Fagan. Amado Lemaine Fall. Mohammed Ishaq Fakir. Isabel Liz Farley. Dana Marini Paraon Fileo. Christian Gael Feliciano. Louis Peter Ferrier Jr. Zen Don Fields. Receiving the Cesar E. Chavez Legacy and Educational Foundation Scholarship from the Cesar E. Chavez Legacy and Educational Foundation, Joshua Figueroa Franco. Caden Gray Fiorini.
Caden Ethan Flores. Attending Texas A&M College Station, Sean Anthony Followill Robinson. Attending UTSA, Joseph Clayton Ferdo Holiday. Josiah Nathaniel Franklin. Lily Angelique Elise Fry. Alejandro Jose Fuentes. Gabriel Yahvé Fuentes. Zariah Giovanna Gallegos. Receiving the Mission Scholarship from the University of Incarnate Word, Nadia Giselle Galvan. Ricardo Galvan. Abel Garcia. Receiving the 2025 Bexar County Farm Bureau Scholarship from the Bexar County Farm Bureau, Angelica Rianne Garcia. Emily Ilana Garcia. Jaron Mason Garcia. Valeria Sofia Garcia. Zachary Keith Garcia. Annie Roxanne Garcia de Luna. Sergio Ivan Garcia Galindo Jr. Giselle Garduño. Robert Isaac Garza. Valentin Christopher Garza. Marwa Garwal. Yaya Garwal. Fahima Gayor. Selma Nicole Gloria. Jalen Devin Glover. Brian Gomez. Michaela Faith Gomez. Melanie Zoe Gomez. Paul Anthony Zachary Gomez. Receiving the Alan D. Hellman Geography Scholarship from the Department of Geography and Environmental Studies at Texas State University, Sophia Rose Gomez. Arabella Madison Gonzalez. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of Incarnate Word, Jorge Luis Gonzalez. Kristen Aubrey Gonzalez. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of Incarnate Word, Mia Gomez. Larry Emmanuel Lee Gray Jr. Jarrett Gunther Jr. Jasmine Faith Guerrero. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of Incarnate Word, Luz Elena Guerrero. Nabila Gajarwal. Navida Gajarwal. Natalia Danai Gutierrez. Zaniva Mohammed Habib Hafsi. Receiving the President's Achievement Scholarship from Texas A&M University, Danite Haley. Julia Kathleen Hall. Nafartiti Antigone Hall. Omid Ham Durd. Stuart Douglas Hansen. Nabahabatula Hagmal. Hamza Abu Bakr Harhada. Clarence Ramon Hart. Receiving the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Abigail Elaine Hartfield. Olivia Marie Haynes. Aubrey Jeanne Hernandez. Brian Emmanuel Hernandez. Jasmine Nicole Hernandez. Leo Asaías Hernandez. Mariano Hernandez. Nevea Priscilla Hernandez. Cecily Vianney Hernandez. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of Incarnate Word, Marcelo Gregorio Hernandez Zavala. Monet Aza Holt. Iran Lee Howard. Kelly Ann Howard. Alyssa Marie Howe. Angel Jesus Ibarra. Itzel Elizabeth Iracheta. Alexis Miranda Iquatapa. Enlisted in the United States Navy, Viana Dior Jimenez. Ace Logan Johnson. Kalia Lachey Johnson. Adeline Camariza. Emma Lee King. Isabella Claire Kester. Depesh Katka. Receiving the Bold Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Hilad Khan Mohammed. Kevin Perry King Jr. Music Marie Kaiser. Salvador Morris Kruger. Braxton Ray Kirkendall. Bryson Rashawn Kirkendall. Alan Alberto Lara. Carmen Mercedes Larish. Zachary Seth Larson Jr. Layla Luttawall. Dominique Anthony Lathrop. Alex R. Leha. Cadence Lerma. Natalia Soleil Lerma. Richard Chasen Lazane Jr. Sarah Kimberly Lewis. Jaden DeMarcus Lilly. Receiving the Merit Scholarship from Schreiner University, Fahima Lima. Lauren Amanda Liu. Yesenia Esperanza Lizardo. Angelina Adriana Lopez. Presenting Donovan's diploma will be his grandfather, Texas State Representative and former NISD School Board member, Ray Lopez. Donovan Ray Lopez. Jai Jalid Lopez. Javier Tizoc Lopez. Ariana Summer Laurie.
Are you able to say just attending Penn State today? Thank you.
Gabriela Miranda Luna. Receiving the Jack C. Jordan Scholarship from Northside ISD PTA, Lorenzo Agbeyanazzi Padro. Alyssa Paige Aguilar. Receiving the Santa Maria Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Andrea Nicole Alex. Brianna Ashley Alva. Brianna Leah Amaya. Receiving the Penn State Discovered Award from Penn State Harrodsburg, Nadia Alexis Amezquita. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of Incarnate Word, Derek Michael Anthony. Jasmine Arant. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Brenda Laputa Bafiba. Receiving the Distinguished Scholarship from the University of Incarnate Word, Michelle Angela Batres. Liana Giselle Becerra. Jaden Edwin Bell. Genesis Itzel Benavides. Enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, Ethan Charles Black. Robin Lucilla Boyette. Juliet Malani Brookmiller Palos. Jada Joanne Bryan. Receiving the Bordeaux Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Serena Audra Cardona. Olivia Isadra Castañeda. Melina Laura Castillo. Receiving the Out-of-State Achievement Scholarship from Oklahoma State University, Abriana Raquel Chavira. Enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, Samantha Chloe Cattell. Receiving the Hector Mendez Scholarship from the Puerto Rican Heritage Society, Liz Maris Soleil Cruz. Sochi Deborah. Jack Ryan DeWiz. Julia Diana Dillard. Receiving the Out-of-State UA Competitive Admission Scholarship from the University of Alabama, Francesca Liliana Elizardo Dutson. Damien Arturo Ellis. Receiving the President's Scholarship from Crown College, Ethan Eugenio Espinosa. Receiving the Mission Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Saori Fernandez. Vincent Edward Figliomeni. Receiving the Baylor Distinguished Award from Baylor University, Amelia Rose Flores.
Roberto Delfino Flores IV. Cecilia Isabel Fuentes. Jackson Riley Fuentes. Isabel Maya Galan. Isabel Araceli Galvan. Cameron Nicole Garcia. Robert Aiden Garza. Gabriel Alexander Gonzalez. Brooklyn Lisette Guerra. Joshua Edward Gutierrez. Oscar Gutierrez II. Ryan Alexis Harmeyer. Haley Luis Herrera. Eduardo Emanuel Ibarra. Abigail Marie Karst. Jada Catherine Laura. Isabella Juanita Lay. Receiving the Baylor Distinction Award from Baylor University, Amory Christine Lopez. Haley Nicole Luna. Heather Naomi Luna. Elizabeth Lucia Marquez. Danity Miracle Flores Martinez. Receiving the Bordeaux Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Jimena Martinez. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Nadia Lynn Martinez. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jaylene Amory Mauricio. Bella Mazuka. Caroline Renee Mendoza. Savannah Mae Mitchell. Receiving the San Antonio Pickleball Association Scholarship from the San Antonio Pickleball Association, Lauren Angali Moorhead. Allison Morales. Tracy Nicole Moreno. Miguel Munoz III. Natalie Alina Naranjo. Aubrey Eden Nadas. Azuchi Ogadinma Naji. Receiving the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Jimena Ochoa. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from Roger Williams University, Ali Simone Alguin Encarnacion. Receiving the Distinguished Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Seth Ryan Ortega. Enlisted in the United States Army, Miguel Jose Otero Nieves. Alexandra Elizabeth Pedroza. Receiving the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Evelyn Adela Perez. Receiving the Patricia Frist Memorial Scholarship from the HCA Healthcare Foundation, Joriel Isabella Valdez Perez. Gabriela Yoselin Perez Arazo. Jalen Manuela Preciado. Receiving the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Rukaya Samir Kaiser. Receiving the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Erilyn Esther Ramirez. Nicholas Ryan Renshaw. Jaden Taylor Riggs. Receiving the Transformation Merit Non-Resident Award from Louisiana State University, Emma Karina Rincon. Anthony Manuel Rios. Sky Lexi Rivas. Chelsea Marie Rivera. Received the Texas State Achievement Scholarship from Texas State University, Skylar Renee Roberts. Alina Yvette Robledo. Receiving the Eagle Scholarship from the University of North Texas, Vivian Scarlett Robledo. Alexander James Rodriguez. Andrea Felicia Rodriguez. Receiving the Alumni Association's Alumni Scholar from St. Mary's University, Marina Danielle Romero. Receiving Chairperson Scholarship from Manhattanville University, Gabriela Hima Sanchez. Marcela Natasha Sanchez. Aaliyah J. Sandoval. Vanessa K. Sandoval. Receiving the Institutional Islander Scholarship from Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, Jenna Christine Scribner. Receiving the Heritage Scholarship from Texas Lutheran University, Kyla Angelina Sosa. Receiving the Bordeaux Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Allison Melissa Spear. Miranda Torres. Chelsea Amberly Valdovinos. Receiving the Texas Excellence Scholarship from the University of Texas at Austin, Rihanna Kate Vios. Receiving the Bordeaux Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Haley Chanel Zimmerly. Kylie Sonora Mox. Ava Irene Magallanes. Ava Maria Maltos. Zubir Mangai. Cassandra Jolie Marmoleo. Jackson Sloan Martinez. Mariel Fernanda Martinez. Brittany Martinez. Addison Emma Marvin. Marcus Hayes Maces Jr. Dominic Griffin McDaniel. Olivia Rain McKinney. Isabella Medellin. Natalie Vidal Medina. Angel Sebastian Melendez Morales. Ava Francesca Menchaca. Michael Messiah Mendoza. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Isabella Christina Minetti. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Priscilla Minatas. Ashton Edison Marita. Rahawaja Mohammedzeh. Jordan Daniel Morteo Montero. Jacob Jordan Montoya. Yasiel Montoya. Serenity Reina Morato. Brianna Joy Morales. Kaylor Jonathan Morales Rodriguez. Receiving the Bordeaux Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Shyla Itziana Moreno. Jorge Arturo Morgado. Abdullah Mubashir. Khalida Neaze. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Mohammed Razi bin Noor Islam. Iris Jasmine O. de los Santos. Tara Kendall O'Brien. Jason Eric O'Connor Jr. Juliet Faith Oliveras. Abdullah Ibn Omar. Chandler Cole Orschel. Jesse Alexander Ortega. Aiden Cameron Ortiz. Receiving the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Aiden Hillel Ortiz. Isabella Ann Ortiz. Receiving the 2025 scholarship from Zeta Beta chapter of the Delta Kappa Gamma Society International, Juvia Unili Ortiz. Receiving an academic scholarship from Langston University, Romeo Dimitri Ortiz. Receiving the Legacy Scholarship from Houston Christian University, Damaris Asiko Owala. Receiving the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Lindsay Yasemin Ozdender. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Lauren Ray Padilla. Nathaniel Padilla. Callahan Thomas Palmer. Jacob Palos Jr. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Madeline Marlene Paredes. Nathan Joseph Paredes. Catherine Lisa Paulson. Receiving an academic scholarship from Langston University, Ryder Austin Pollock. Jonathan Gadiel Pastor Yadas. Receiving the President's Scholarship from North Greenville University, Juan Esteban Penaranda Poloche. Receiving the Academic Excellence Scholarship from Texas Lutheran University, Daniela Itzel Perales. Jaden Ryan Perales. Alina Lynette Perez. Annalie Danielle Perez. Brian Damaso Perez. David Alexander Perez. Gabriela Rain Perez. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Karina Jocelyn Perez. Michael Allen Perez.
An Hong Pham. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, An Hong Pham. Jacob Daniel Pikowiak. Francisco Pina. Danalis Pinero Lamaru. Siobhan Manali Pusela. Junior Enrique Quintero Rojas. Elena Kristen Rabago Schultz. Aiden Edward Ramirez. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Madeline Ariana Ramirez. Sierra Rihanna Ramirez. Nathan Isai Ramon. Joseph Hunter Ramos. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Nayeli Isabel Ramos. John Connor Rayburn. Aiden Redwine. Receiving the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Isabella Grace Resendez. Angel Ray Reyes. Edgar Joseph Reyes. Jenica Danae Reyes. Karina Adelie Reyes. Receiving the UTSA Selective Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Isabel Carmen Reyna. Paul Reyna IV. Alexander Michael Richardson. Receiving the Academic Excellence Scholarship from Stephen F. Austin State University, Beatrice Rose Riley. Vincent Radin Rabante. Javion Kashmir Robinson. Jeremiah Rocco Robles. Isaias Yaziel Robles. Phoenix Josue Rogers. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from University of the Incarnate Word, Colton Daniel Rodriguez. Receiving the Big Future Scholarship from Big Future, Gianna Sofia Rodriguez. Jaden Anthony Rodriguez. Matthew David Rodriguez. Richard Ray Rodriguez, Jr. Roman Michael Rodriguez. Diego Miguel Rodriguez Baez. Christian Romero. Angela Romo. Kathy Aguiar Rosales. Alex Alberto Rosario Latorre. Franco Alessio Ruano. Ava Jordan Ruiz. Morgan Paulette Russell. Ronaldo Anthony Russell. Baron Albino Russell. Sahil Safi. Yasin Esmat. Oliver Salazar. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Reve Anise Salazar. Vivian Sky Salazar. Alyssa Michelle Saldana. Zachary Ryan Saldana Martinez. Elijah James Saldivar. Receiving the Mission Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Hassan Sami Hassan Salih. Receiving the Merit Scholarship from Schreiner University, Elena Gabriela Salinas. Alexis Marie Sanchez. Receiving the Regent Naval ROTC Preparatory Program Scholarship from Regent University, Cephas Jure Sanchez. Salvador Sanchez Jr. Kenyon Emmanuel Conkling Sanders. Michaela Marie Sandoval. Oliver Santos Ortega. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from Roger Williams University, Haley Ann Seacrest. Dakota Rose Sinkowski. Stephanie Edith Sepulveda. Receiving the Mission Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Carlos Gael Serrano. Victoria Jean Sharp. Zora Shinwari. Nathaniel Ocean Sibley. Mariam Salani. Sharifullah Salani. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Iris Saley Siller. Adasha Cicada. Jonas Noel Sloboda. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jack Daniel Smith. Rosa Sabi Chohili. Evelyn Michelle Solis Hernandez. Benjamin Isaiah Soto. Isabella Marie Sowell. Alistair Ian Starr. Aaliyah May Stokes. Patrick Dimas Tafoya. Anthony Bernard Taft II. Tessa Ariaha Terry. Shalvi Parmal Tucker. Renaya Imani Thomas. Julius Christian Thompson. Ryan Ethan Todd. Max Andres Toralba. Damian Israel Torres. Jose Alfonso Torres. Neela Jean Torres. Noah Jesse Lazaro Torres. Min An Tran. Jessica Daisy Trejo. Nathaniel James Trevino. Pablo Edward Tripp. Madison Lynn Tristan. Jaydan Ernesto Trujillo. Joshua Raiden Tulip. Tristan Osprey Ura Ransom. Eli Xavier Valdez. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Arden Xavier Rogelio Valles. Christian Jake Vargas. Alexander Rafael Vega. Alyssa Marie Velasquez. Ryan Jacob Velasquez. Receiving the Sam J. Ricklin Rotary Diploma Plus Award from the Rotary Club of San Antonio, Alondra Velasquez. Lily Ray Villarreal. Muska Wali. Ahmed Walio. Felicity Sky Walker. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Tristan Nicholas Walker. Wyatt Conrad Watkins. Lincoln Alexander Welker. Theodore Wayne Wells. Sadie Sophia West. Kaya Ariana White. Ryan Lavelle Dreamery Witten. Caden Rain Wiley. Dominique Genovia Williams. Natalie Marie Yanez. Sonny James Ivara. Akramullah Zadran. Afsar Khan Zahir Shan Khan. Daoud Taki. Miguel Zamaron III. Michaela Marie Genesis Zapata. Enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, Jacob Santos Zertuche. Miguel Angel Zertuche Jr.
Good afternoon. As the final speaker today, it's my job to let you know that the most stressful part of this whole ceremony is just ahead. And that's going to be trying to get out of this Alamodome parking lot. And you'll see why. There will be rushing, honking, and traffic. But while that's stressful at first, to me, traffic really shows you who people are. There's those who are always speeding, those who don't use their blinkers, and those, if you're lucky like me, who will run a red light and total your car in front of the whole school to see. And yes, that happened to me. But traffic isn't just annoying because it's slow. It frustrates us because we can't control it. Going to LMS meant longer drives, about 40 minutes each way, often sitting in traffic. And while I wasn't always thrilled about that, it gave me a lot of time to think. And here's what I realized on those drives. You can't speed them up, you can't move the car in front of you, and maybe that's the point. As the class of 2025, we've all tried to control our timing. Some of us spent high school counting the days until it was over, eager to move on and to graduate. Others have been dreading this moment, maybe not quite ready for what's next. But no matter where you fall, we've all wanted control over our timing. But traffic reminds us we don't get that. The light turns green when it turns green, and life moves on when it's meant to. So all we can really do is make the most of the time we're given. If you're like me, maybe let it slow you down. And if you're moving too slow, well, you're the reason it's going to take 30 minutes to get out of this parking lot, so speed up just a little bit. But as much as I joke about rushing through life, for a moment, I want to thank those and slow down who got me here. To my mom, and I don't say it like I should, but thank you for being my inspiration. To my dad, thank you for giving me my ambition. To my family, friends, and those most important to me who've witnessed me rush so constantly in life, thank you for your patience. And to all of us, including myself, here's what I hope we remember. As you head into your next steps, as graduates, as adults, don't spend your time waiting for the next thing or holding on to what has already happened. Don't miss the view because you're staring at the red light. We'll all get to where we're going, just maybe not when we thought we would, but that's okay. And with that, if you see me cutting you off in the parking lot after this, I'm not a hypocrite for not slowing down, I just am excited to go eat. Thank you. Now, seniors, please stand. We will now hear the alma mater as one last time as students.
Hail to thee, our alma mater. Hail to thee, we sing. In thy halls we lift our voices. Loud our praises ring, 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 ring. Keep us ever loyal, faithful. Onward be our cry. Hail to thee, our alma mater. Hail to Marshall High.
Seniors, please join me in the ceremonial moving of the tassel, which symbolizes the transition from seniors 2024 to graduates 2025. Congratulations.